The hole is a former trash dump in the Dominican Republic. An open sewer runs through the middle, and over 600 families live along its banks. Go Ministries operates a nutrition center there that feeds over 100 children a day. Tatiana Rodriguez works as a cook to prepare those meals. Her son Wilson was born with a severe birth defect. He didn't have the ability to excrete waste from his body. A series of infections and unsuccessful surgeries led to a life of constant pain and suffering.
In a place that is just so unsanitary and so difficult, and he's been through multiple surgeries. We've talked many times about bringing him here, but we just didn't find the right connection. And we're just so grateful to the people at Kozares and Steve Wright and Dr. Kim and Dr. Foley and the many others who have been involved in helping make this happen.
Hay preguntas que yo sí puedo decir sí, pero hay cosas yo no sé. Solo Dios.
He's asking a lot of questions, and she's like, I don't know. Only God knows the answers to them. He asked, like, you know, if he's going to die, and she said, I don't know. I know the day that you were born, but only God knows the day that you're going to die. And, so this is really obviously very heavy on her heart. This is her 9-year-old kid asking if he's going to die.
Well, I think his chances of that in the long run are about 1,000 times higher if we don't do this.
Está bien, niño, no problema.
Okay. Mama can give it, huh? Oh, good. Mom knows what to do.
I think this is the part where it's becoming real. He's been really scared.
When we found out about Wilson and his living conditions and what was wrong with him physically, I guess one of the things that really struck me was the fact that he was somewhat withdrawn and kids were teasing him, and just his daily life was brought tears to my eyes, really.
So she said, you know, his life is difficult. He wants the same things that every other kid wants, but he has a total of 2 friends. Because the other kids don't want to play with him because they say you stink, you pee out your side, you're dirty, and they make fun of him, they treat him badly. And he says, Mom, how come? What's wrong with me? Am I bad? Is there something wrong with me? And so he questions who he is because of what's going on with his body. And so, good news, just got done talking with Dr. Foley, and everything went great. It took pretty much exactly 6 hours like they thought it would, and he feels very confident that everything went wonderful. We're excited. Because of infection and things like that, and realizing that had she not been here now, Wilson would be dead. I mean, that's the reality of the level of infection and stuff, and that there's just not words to express the gratitude she has for God and for Go Ministries, for that Wilson is here and that he's alive.
My name's Denise Manius, and I'm the host mom for Wilson. It's been about 9 months since Wilson got off the plane the first night when we met him, and he was so quiet and shy and timid. He didn't have any energy, couldn't go from the house to the fence. I mean, just a very short distance. And we were just so amazingly grateful to Kosare Children's Hospital, Dr. Foley, Dr. DeJusta, Dr. Carter, every nurse, every person in administration, Dr. Kim, everybody that's just been a part of this has been phenomenal. And there's no price you can put on the joy that this little boy has now and the future. I mean, he had no future. He was not going to live much longer. Because right now so many families are trying to just make ends meet to help pay for the medical. Like for Wilson's case, the doctor basically told him he needed a surgery that was going to cost about 3 times what his mom made in a year. Come back when you have the money. And there was no time for that. So the need is just huge. The need is there in every single barrio, and if people could give toward the cause of building the medical facility, towards the leadership facility, it changes real lives. It's not just a number on a page, it's a real person. It's a Wilson. It's a child who hasn't been able to be a child and now can.
Thank you, Kosare
Children's
Children's
Hospital.
Hospital.